Hi, as you might have seen from my channel name, my name is Elijah, and for a while I really wanted to make YouTube videos because I thought to myself, just really interesting to just be that content creator, Like growing up, you like watch them and you're like, like that'd be so cool if it was me. And now I kind of like, well, I just want to take that step and maybe it could be me, You never know. So that's why recently I've been getting that push, from myself, my mind, and I just decided, you know what? Let's make a YouTube video. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, I really like wanted to just talk about stuff, like nothing too crazy, like something simple, So I decided like, I'll make talking videos, people can just listen to what I have to say. Maybe I'll put like for this video, I decided I'm probably going to put me building something in Minecraft up because, that's always interesting, just seeing people build stuff. Personally, like, if I was watching a talking video, I think that would keep me entertained. So, that's what I decided to do. Actually, I already recorded it. So, like, I have an idea of how long I need to make this voiceover. Because originally, I was just going to make videos of me playing Minecraft and talking. But that that didn't turn out well because, my keyboard is too loud and like genuinely it's so annoying. Like it started to make me so mad. But, you know, gotta improvise sometimes, So I thought it'd be a really good idea to just pre-record a video and then just have me talking, I'll probably put music over this too, just so it doesn't get too boring, because while you might be interested in somebody what somebody has to say, like if we're being honest, it's kind of hard to like stay concentrated. But yeah, without any further ado, I guess get into what I wanted to talk about. So, one of my favorite things to do of all time is to stargaze. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it gets you more in tune with yourself. If you know what I mean. Like, it's like you're sitting out in nature and just looking at something so beautiful, It's like, I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. It's like one of those experiences that you've got to try yourself one day. Like, because nobody can really explain it to you. Because, I don't know, I feel like it just I don't even know. It's hard. It's really hard to describe, which is why I think everybody should do it. But it's just so peaceful. Just like laying in the grass. I One of the things I really like to do while stargazing is laying on a trampoline. You're off the ground. Not too many bugs. Those one of my biggest pet peeves about it though is the bugs. But if you're on a trampoline, there's not very many because you're up. But you know, it's just I feel like on a trampoline, a lot easier to get comfortable because like you have some like a little bit of leeway, you know, because on the ground it's just solid, but trampoline like it'll like cushion you a little bit. But that updraft from beneath you kind of sucks. I will say that. So like if you like have a blanket or something, tuck it underneath of you so that it doesn't blow through underneath the trampoline up like onto you because it's kind of cold sometimes. I really want to stargaze right now, but what sucks is that at the time of recording this, it's like dead of winter, so it's like freezing cold outside. So like I've just been yearning for it for a while now because it's I don't want to go like lay in the snow. Like I'm not too mad about being uncomfortable while doing it because I just feel like the comfortability isn't really the experience. It's actually looking at the sky and maybe like talking to another person, you know? Speaking about that, it is honestly, you think it'd be better to do it by yourself, but just having somebody else there to just let out your thoughts to as you're just sitting there releasing yourself, I guess. It's just it's a really nice experience. And it's like I don't think being by yourself matches it cuz honestly, with somebody else there, it just feels like more secure. Like I have this friend, right? And a little bit ago, every time we hung out, we would make it a point to go stargaze and we would talk to each other. And I feel like every time I did that with my friend, that's the deepest conversations I've had with probably anybody. Because, not only does it make you like you release more of yourself, but you just feel so much more comfortable too. Like the more you sit there and just stare at the sky, it's just amazing. It's amazing what it can do. Like, okay. One of my favorite memories with stargazing involves the friend which I was talking about. But there was also another person there, which was another one of our friends. And the hours before we went out and stargazed on the trampoline, we were at my friend's house. And we were dabbling in Dungeons and Dragons. We were trying to see if like we could get into it. Which I honestly had a lot of fun, even though we kind of goofed around a little bit. It was a good experience. But once we finished that up, we kind of just sat around for a little bit. Like we had these foam maces. We were hitting each other with them. It was really fun, and it didn't even hurt because they're foam. But you know, after that, we were winding down a little bit, and we were like, "Wait, tonight you're supposed to see the aurora borealis where we are." And where we were, it's a very uncommon sight. So it was like, yo, you got to go check it out. Like it's the aurora borealis. You want to see it? So we went outside and we got a really cool picture of it. And I was like, you know what? Like I didn't think that this was even possible. Like I didn't think that this could even exist around here. And it's just, as the night went on, the aurora borealis faded a little bit, but that's okay because the sky was still beautiful. And we got into some deep conversation that night. It I would say it even brought everybody to like tears. It's just it's honestly magical what talking to somebody under the night sky can do for you. Like that's why I think everybody should do it. And that's also why, you know, one day that'd be like my go-to date. Like taking my girlfriend out. We're going to a dark area, no lights. We're just gonna sit outside of the car and we're gonna lay on the ground and look at the sky. It doesn't sound like a lot. Like, you might be sitting here thinking to yourself, like, oh yeah, like I could just go lay on the ground anytime and look at the sky. But like I said, you have to experience it to know what I mean. And I don't know, like I usually don't do it by myself, and I don't know if it's because I'm with my friends doing it, and I just get deep, you know? But it's just such a great experience and just it just makes you feel more alive than life usually feels, you know? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like that specifically is kind of difficult. I don't even know if that I was watching my recording software and like I seen my microphone thing shoot up and then like I quieted my voice on the last word of that and I don't know if it heard it. But you probably picked up on the idea, you know? But I will say, like if you do like decide to go stargaze, you know, I would say make sure you have a dedicated playlist to it. It is almost essential. Like it's it's possible to get into like that mood for stargazing, you know? But you won't really feel it as deeply as you would if you were listening to like like something just calm you down, you know? Rest your heart a little. Like personally, I suggest um music with no no words and just slow music, you know? Like like that it really gets you into it cuz I feel like if you were listening to music with words, it would be a lot harder to focus on the situation in the sky because like you'd be sitting there listening to the lyrics, you know, but with lyricless songs, I don't even know if lyricless is a word, but we're using it. With lyricless songs, you can just have it as background noise and you can just like really appreciate it, you know? So, please if you're stargazing, try it with music. I am telling you, it will be amazing. Like genuinely amazing. I might link the playlist that I use that I made with my friend down in the description. So you can go check it out yourself if you're interested, if you want to stargaze at all. But yeah. But I honestly don't think music is important for only stargazing. And you might be saying like, well, obviously. Well, yeah, it is obvious, but you know, sometimes whenever I like reflect on myself the most, I'm listening to music. You know, like sometimes like I'll be laying in bed, you know, can't sleep, and I'm turn on music and it just, you know, it really just gets you thinking about yourself, you know? Self-reflection. Like it just makes you realize that, you know, just that there's things about you that you like you wouldn't see in yourself on a normal day, you know? Like I feel like listening to music just it kind of just presents it to you. Like for example, a while back, you know, I was kind of just sitting there, you know, convincing myself that I'm lackluster, you know? You know how like you'll sit there and you'll think like, "Oh, I can't believe I did that." Or you like or like sometimes you'll dwell on the past, you know? Like I used to do that all the time. And you know, listening to music, it helped me it honestly helped me realize that sitting there and dwelling on the past and looking down on myself wasn't healthy, you know? And it helped me come to the realization that it is important to reflect on yourself. Because, you know, I hate to say it, but there's everybody in this world has something that they don't like about themselves or that would benefit them to change. You know? And I'm not saying, you know, oh, you're a terrible person. No, I'm not. I'm saying that if you really think about it, somebody is probably in the same boat as you are currently. Or maybe somebody has been in the same boat as you before and they were able to get out of that boat, you know? I just think that's really interesting to think about because, like, it's important to change. And once you realize you can change, nothing can stop you. That's really what I'm just trying to get across, you know? And I just feel like, you know, you just gotta, like, people have to look at that more often and realize that. Because, you know, dwelling on the past, you know, it's like not living your days to the fullest because you're just worried about yourself, you know? There's a saying that I really like. You've probably heard of it because it's like I've seen it on a lot on Instagram. I don't know about other platforms, but it was, you can't add more days to your life, but you can add more life to your days. And I don't know, like, I feel like that really resonated with me because I feel like it's true. You know, I don't know if you have seen that clip of Eddie Murphy. I don't even know if you know who Eddie Murphy is. He's a famous actor, right? And he was talking about how even if you're lucky, the most you could get is 75 years. 75 winters, 75 summers, 75 springs, and 75 autumns. And in that clip, he's really just talking about how important it is to just live your life with no worry, you know, and just appreciate it, you know? And I feel like clips like that are like honestly things that people need to watch because it gets you to realize that some of the things you go through, like, they're temporary, you know? You can get out of it. And it's not, I'm not targeting anyone when I say this. I'm not trying to get in your head, but it's not good to sulk in your sorrow. And what that means is basically living your life, but not really living it. Because you never really, if you're sulking in your sorrow, you never really enjoy a day, you know? But, you know, once you realize that you are sulking in your sorrow, usually from like my past experiences, you know, you want to change because honestly, I feel like nobody really wants to lose days, you know? Lose days to sadness, lose days to depression, you know? And I don't know, I just feel like it's just so important that if you do realize that you are sulking in your sorrow or you're losing days to yourself, you know, that you catch it, right? Like, and you stop it and you say not today and you chuck it away. That might be a new saying. Stop it, catch it, throw it away, and say not today. I don't even remember if that's exactly how I said it before, but I like that. So, you know, I want to say improvement's possible, and definitely try out stargazing. Use music whenever you feel down or you feel like you need music. Use it. And if you like this video, join my Discord if you want to talk to me, you know, or comment, and I'll talk to you. And I hope that you have a good night.